November, whatever the hell this is.
Oh, fuck me.
You ruined the shot again.
Jeez, fuck.
He's tripping out already.
Blinded me with this like red light bulb.
Alright guys, I'm filming your demise. You ruined the shot again.
Welcome to the Perth Jail in Lanark County, Ontario, Canada. It was built in 1862. The courthouse and jailhouse located behind this jail was built in 1841 after the original jail and courthouse burned down. That jail was built in 1821. On this property there has been 3 executions. The first 2 we will not talk about because it took place in front of the courthouse on the property, but not in this jail that we are investigating. There are permanent gallows at this jail, and only 1 execution took place. Back in the 19th century, jails were used as poorhouses. They were used to house vagrants. And this particular jail in research is showing numerous vagrant deaths that have occurred within the walls. Up until 1903, when a poorhouse or House of Refuge was built in Perth, Ontario, if you were old and had no one to take care of you, you were brought to the jail to die. In fact, the jail prior to 1903 held more vagrants than prisoners. Now for us this is a very interesting investigation because this site closed down in 1992, and since then it has not been used for anything. It is still in the condition in which it was closed. And what is interesting about this is that it has never been investigated for the paranormal. No one has been inside to attempt communication with the spirits that may still be here. So unlike our other sites, they have never seen this equipment. They have never interacted with it. It is unfamiliar to them. We are not sure what to expect from this investigation, but after reviewing this footage, we were pleasantly surprised of the anomalies that were captured. We researched the building and found 3 main characters of which we want to focus on. Now, the first person we want to attempt contact with is John Lee, also known as the Gentle Giant. He was a large frame man, huge, very athletic. He worked at this jail for 54 years, from 1865 until 1919, and he most likely died at the jail because he lived there. He lived there with his wife. John Lee was the turnkey, meaning he ran the day-to-day operations. The governor was more on the admin side, but John Lee interacted with the offenders and ran the jail. Now, later in his career at the jail, he took over the responsibilities of the governor, performed both duties of managing the jail. So, if anybody is still at this jail, it would be John Lee, who worked here until his death. We move to our second character who we wish to communicate with here, and her name is Granny. John Lee married Mary Ann in the quarters at the jail. John and Mary raised 7 sons and 3 daughters. Mary Ann passed away in 1908. And most likely this occurred at the jail. Mary Lee became the jail matron in 1881, and in addition to her own family, assumed responsibility for the care of female inmates, indigent residents, and the insane. Mary Lee proved to be as gracious and caring as her husband. In fact, she was so uncommonly diligent and kind that when Lanark County family established the House of Industry, several of the indigent women under her care refused to move. Among these was Granny Jameson. Miss Gavin Jameson, known as Granny, died in the county jail. She was committed to the jail for 14 years, when the county had no other place for the care of its aged and poor. And when the House of Industry had been prepared for the reception of indigent poor, Miss Jameson begged and pleaded so hard with those in charge of the new institution to be permitted to remain to the end of her days in the jail, under the maternal and cheerful care of Mrs. John Lee, that the officials did not have it in their hearts to refuse her plea. On being told that her wish was to be respected, the old lady was very thankful, and a load of care seemed to be lifted off her mind. Granny passed away in 1905. She was about 87 years of age, and was quite blind and helpless in a number of things. She was very much attached to Mrs. Lee, and the kind-hearted ladies of the town who visited her at the jail do not wonder at her love of the matron, for Mrs. Lee was very patient and kind with her for the 14 years of her residence at the jail. Spending 14 years of her life at the Perth Jail, refusing to leave, wanting to die at this jail under the care of Mrs. Lee, we feel that if any spirits are here, she would be one of them. Now the last entity we wish to communicate with, or the last spirit that we want to communicate with, So we're hoping to communicate with this third character. And this, of course, is the only execution to take place at the Perth Jail, and that is Rufus Weedmark. So under the influence of alcohol, Rufus Weedmark strangled his wife, Catherine Cohen MacArthur, after she threw a teapot at him during a dispute, promoted by the fact that she earlier had him jailed for failing to support her and her 3 daughters. He pleaded not guilty, but his 14-year-old daughter, Evelyn, testified against him. He was executed inside of the walls of the jail. This was not a public execution. Rufus Weedmark was executed December 14th, 1910. This was an amazing location to investigate. I was quite impressed with the voice anomalies that we captured. We are definitely going to revisit this site and follow up on the things that we've learned throughout this review process. So here we go. So,
I'm not in focus for some reason.
it's an autofocus.
Oh, yeah, there we are.
Yeah. So we're at the front door of the jail. We're going to start our investigation down here. I wanted to start with an intuitive session with Aaron, who's quite talented with the dowsing rods. I kind of want to see where this leads before we get into the other equipment. So for anybody that's here that can hear us, we would like you to use the energy within the environment from us. I want you to move the wands to let us know that you're here. Aaron likes them to cross for yes. And stay open for no. So what I would want you to do is just to really let us know you're here now, and just cross the wands to let us know that you're watching us and you can hear us. Just cross the wands for us, just like that. Thank you very much. So I would like to identify who you are. Is it just one person that's here looking at us right now? Is there just one of us here?
Yes.
Okay. So, are you somebody that was an inmate here? Can you let us know if you're an inmate here?
Looks like a no.
Were you a staff? Were you one of the staff that were here?
Yes.
Now, I just want to take a wild guess right now. John Lee is the name that stands out the most. So, is this John Lee? Are you welcoming us here?
Cross for John Lee.
All right, John, you worked here for 50 years. It's a long time. You lived here with your wife. You're a respectable person. You're an athlete. You know, it was quite an accomplishment for you.
Agreeing.
So, John, being the turnkey here, is it okay that we're here to explore and to communicate with the people that are still here? Is that okay with you?
Yes.
So, John, they said you were a big guy. You're over 6 foot tall, 250 pounds. That's quite similar to my size. Were you a bigger man than me or a smaller man than me? Well, I guess that's a two-sided question, so I don't know what you said yes to.
Are you
Okay.
bigger?
Yeah, are you a bigger man than me?
Yes.
Yes, you're bigger than me. Well, that's quite impressive. They said you were over 6 foot, but they didn't say how much over 6 foot you are. But that you stood very straight. That's what we read. Now, John, I read about this Granny character. Her name was Gavin. Gavin Jameson. Now, I'm curious. Your wife looked after her. Is she still here? Is she here at the jail?
Yes.
Okay. Is your wife still here?
Yes.
Okay. I've got some chills now. Now, I'm kind of curious, you know, the one man that you witnessed executed here, Rufus Weedmark, did he hang around? Is he still hanging around here?
Yes.
And where can we find him? If we want to talk to Rufus, can we find him on the top cell blocks, on the top floor where the gallows were?
Yes.
So if it's the same way that we're facing now, and we're looking at the cell blocks on the top floor, was he on the right or on the left? So was he on the right?
No.
Was he on the left?
Yes.
Okay. So the left was considered death row, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Are there any other spirits here that we should be worried about?
Don't do it.
That's a hesitant yes? Okay. So I wonder then, is this just one entity, one person, or more than one? Just one? Okay. Saw that go when I said one.
Yeah.
Is it Rufus?
Yes.
Oh, there's it fast, yes, okay. Well, we'll try to talk to Rufus. I mean, it sounds like he was a drunkard and he just hurt his wife. It was a domestic issue. Did he do worse things than that in life?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we will be careful when we try to talk to him. So, is there an area down here that is currently holding a person? Is there somebody down here that we should talk to?
No.
Is there a person down here that we shouldn't talk to?
No.
So it's empty down here. So can you show us right now, John, where are you standing right now? Can you show us where you are?
In the doorway.
Are you standing beside Eric, the man with the camera, with the light?
Yes.
Okay. If I put a device on the stairs, could you try to use it for us to communicate?
Yes.
Okay. Is this the first time that anybody's been in here to try to talk to the people that are still here?
Yes.
Okay, well, I got the flux too. We'll put it on the stairs and we'll see if we can get some action with it.
Okay.
That's our camera.
Yeah, we have cameras in each of the 4 cycles.
Which one feels? I don't like this one right here. It's so dark here. This guy right here. This is where the money shot. This one.
Okay. I'm just gonna put this device down. Feel free to touch it. It'll be loud.
Stepping on the skull.
Which one here?
Further down. Right about there.
And behind here,
It's weird. I always come to like the south.
the ones that are half closed.
Yeah.
All right. Again, if you can hear me. You can approach any one of those devices.
Yeah. Maybe we'll go up one more.
Sure.
This way. I guess combined. I wonder which cell we found that lady. It smells more jail over here.
Oh. I don't like it up here.
Is this single or double?
Yeah,
this is where I got a bad feeling.
I'm gonna go this way. That's heavy over here. Watch the.
Yeah.
One more over here.
This side's much more here.
We're just gonna put another one in here. Is there another floor of cells? Alright. There's a shelf there you can put the.
Well, we already have a camera there.
Yeah, but I'm saying if we wanna do a session.
I can hold that for a session. That way I can get yours reviews.
So it's gonna be really crinkly.
That's what she said.
Is there anyone here that wants to communicate? You can knock on the windows, the shelves. Tap on the wall. Very quiet in here.
Yeah.
How is it so quiet?
I feel like we're being watched. They're trying to figure us out.
So I put a black box in the other cell, the third cell. If you get really close to it, it'll make a noise. You can let us know that you're here.
Is that your stomach?
That wasn't my stomach, no. Oh. That was over here. That's my stomach. My eyes are playing tricks on me. I don't know, I see movement down here, but I think it's just my eyes trying to adjust to this light. Rufus, were you over on death row? Watch your... Till we get used to the stairs and stuff.
There we go.
So John, we are now standing where you pointed the rods to. Now, can you show us that we were talking to you by going up to that blue light and trying to touch it on either the left or the right side? One color's red, the other one's green. Just to show us that you're here and you're on the stairs. Josh and Corey are currently up in the cell blocks, trying to communicate with who might be there. You guys hear that?
It's the spirit box.
Oh, they're using a spirit box. Well, we can try that too. We can grab the Lanark County. Alright, John, if you've never seen a device like this before, this device is called a spirit box. It runs through radio frequencies really quickly. And the idea is that you can come through the white noise and sound frequencies to generate words to communicate. So John, if you are here, can you tell me your full name, please? Absolutely nothing.
No.
Okay.
No junk even.
So Aaron's going to pull out the wands again. We're going to see if you're even still with us. Maybe you went to see what the other two guys are doing. John, are you still with us? Can you cross the wands to let us know?
It's like he pieced.
Is there somebody else here that can use the wands? If there's somebody else here, all you got to do is cross them. Nobody. Oh. John, does that mean that you're here now? The rods are pointing to them.
All the energy's going that way. Like I can feel it.
So who's on the stairs now? John, can you cross the wand so that was you that was on the stairs? Was it Rufus? Did you hear us talking about you? Granny? Just heard something like down that way.
I heard it, but I couldn't tell where it was from.
Granny, is that you? Is it Mrs. Lee?
It's Mrs.
Miss? Mrs.?
Mrs.
Married as Mrs.?
Yeah.
My apologies.
No, you were fine. I just mean it's the Mrs. that answered.
That was just you shaking.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay, so Mrs. Lee, where did your husband go? Mrs. Lee, are you still looking after the women here?
Yes.
Are you looking after Granny?
Yes.
Can you tell us Granny's full name, please, through this device?
if she came down here because I'm down here.
Are you down here because of Aaron? Or are you more just curious about the visitors? Is there somewhere you'd like us to go that might be easier for you to communicate with us?
Yes.
Would you like us to go to the second floor?
No.
Would you like us to go to the third floor? Would you like us to go to the top, the fourth floor? I've mentioned all the floors. It's a very slow move.
Not sure, maybe.
So the fourth floor, we're talking about the 4 small rooms in the attic. Is it the attic where you want us to go?
Excuse me. I hiccuped.
No. So I guess there's nowhere that we should go. What? Is that from you moving?
I don't know. Probably. My breathing is weird in here, so
Is that you?
What?
That's it?
What sound? Moving? I just walked
It was like something dropped. I don't know.
yeah.
from over here.
Like I feel like if you had made that sound, you'd have heard it.
Reacted.
Yeah. Or at least would have said that. Yeah. It was-
Are you still here with us? Nothing coming out of the light blink at all.
Weird.
Let's go try the upstairs with the light blink, or let's go check out that super creepy corner.
Watch your step.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the super creepy corner.
I want to grab the. The hole, the weird place in the basement where we don't know what it was used for. We'll try a light building session in here. Let's put this guy up here. Let that go. There we go. Alright, try to use this guy. So if there's anybody here in this dark corner of the jail, I'm curious if anybody was ever punished here. Was this an area where people were punished? You can try to talk as loud as you can to let us know that you're here. This seems like a place where they may have punished people. It's in the corner of the building. It has a weird vibe to it. I don't know why, but since we started doing this, my eyebrow's been twitching.
Really?
Hmm.
And usually that's like a stress indication
Yeah.
when your eyebrow twitches. Thought I heard a female voice. Can you talk louder? Just try to talk as loud as you can.
Hmm. That was a woman's voice.
Just stay back or something.
It was clear, whatever it was. I just never hear them.
Is there a woman down here with us? Don't be shy. Speak to us. Aaron, you want to hold up the wands and see?
How weird energy in here.
Is there anybody here that wants to connect with us? You can let Erin know by crossing her wands. Jesus,
That's a yes. Like I'm telling you, they're
that was a hard
bouncier in
swing.
here than they've been.
Okay, so is this a woman that's here with us right now? Is it a man? Is it a man? What is that?
What is that? That's a woman's voice somewhere over there.
I just hear
It's the
the
spirit
dog.
box.
Is it?
It's the spirit box. That's the dog.
Yeah, that's all I hear.
Oh, but the spirit box was running and there's something coming through upstairs. We can hear upstairs pretty good. We can't hear anything coming from this box. So is this a man? Can you confirm for us through the wands? We were kind of distracted before. Is it a child? Are we talking to a child right now? No. So not a woman, not a man, not a child. Oh, now you're just confusing us. We'll try again. Is this a woman? Is this a man? Is this simply someone who just wants us out of here?
Pointing at the door.
Is it that because you want us out of here?
Yes.
That way?
This is death row. I'm pretty sure.
It's set up larger, right? As if this is where they'd be spending a lot of time.
Yeah. So Rufus, if you were here and you are here, can you indicate what cell you're in? I did put a box in one of the other cells, maybe yours or somebody else's. If you just get close to it, it'll make a noise and let us know you're here. I brought something else that we could maybe try to communicate with.
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
Oh, I thought you had the. Okay, I thought you had such with a V. Speaks like a computer.
Oh, the omnibus.
That's
Okay, so it's gonna make a lot of noise. Please feel free to talk to us. So if you're here with us, you can try to communicate through this. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but it was Ciela?
Ciela?
Are you with us? Do you know who Granny was? Who's the giant?
John Lee.
John Lee. Did you know John Lee? Can you try that again? Okay. We'll turn this off for now, as I know it's loud. There's lots of debris on the floor. If you want to communicate, you can push that around. We'll hear it. Dead quiet up here.
A little too quiet. Every now and then I can hear Elliot walking around.
Are you surprised to see somebody in here at night? That was weird. Why do we have chills over here? Can you come closer to this and maybe talk to us? All right, well, we're gonna go for a little walk. All right, well, we're gonna go for a little walk. Let's check the IR lights.
What's it? It's a laundry shower? Oh no, this is shower.
Yep. think they're just poking holes in everything, trying to figure out where.
Looks like they're. Dude, look down there. I better put that on camera. Check this out. So, I'm gonna tell the camera what we're doing. We're in the bathroom here. You can see. You can see where the toilets were. Maybe a sink was here, a mirror. I don't know, some sort of plumbing. But if you look in here on the side, you can see a hook. That looks like something you.
Well, if you notice,
Chainsaw
this
too.
wall was probably built afterwards.
Yeah, it's newer brick.
Yeah.
Oh, look, that's creepy, eh?
Yeah, I'll try to get a shot.
What you can also see here.
It was brick, not.
Yeah. I'll give you some light.
It's got IR, so I can't see it from here because of the pipe in the middle.
No way, eh? There's no other reason for that to be chained to a wall. Right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I wonder how long it's been since someone touched that.
This is the gallows, I think. Rufus, were you hung here? That's me.
Who's here with us right now? I can feel you watching me. Can you let us know you're here by tapping on something or closing a cell? If the mic picked that up, I think that was Aaron.
What, walking?
I heard talking. Are you just watching us, trying to figure out what we're up to? You should check out those things that we left in their cell. It's just so quiet. I just feel like they're watching, trying to figure us out. I was told the #1 rule in jail is you're not allowed to whistle.
That's my stomach.
What did you eat?
Chicken wrap. That habanero chicken wrap.
Oh, that's it.
What was that? That wasn't my stomach.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It sounded like a stomach gurgle.
No, did you not hear that? Woo.
It sounded like a stomach.
What was that? That wasn't my stomach.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It sounded like some girl. It sounded like some girl. I think your stomach's just going crazy on you.
Well, maybe it was.
I like your imitation of it.
It's so quiet up here. Where am I seeing that light from? Oh, there's no window here.
I guess we can go downstairs.
Okay, maybe we'll check the front part out.
Yeah. I think Elliot probably wandered towards the governor's spot. I know he was talking about how he wanted to check that out. So maybe that'll leave us with the front area. See if we can hear them. I think they went to governors.
No, this is the governor, isn't it?
No. This is the two lonely cells?
wait. That was my stomach.
Plastic, vacuum.
But I don't recall that. We were walking around in here earlier, don't we?
This cell gives me a vibe. Whose cell is this?
My stomach.
I notice you don't have any windows in this cell. I mean, from your cell, you can't even look outside and see any windows. You have no idea what time of day it is. That's gotta be a scary feeling.
What was that? Something just like knocked right by my hair.
I heard that too.
Is that you? Can you do that again? You want to do the spirit ones?
Sure. This is a scary cell, isn't it? You're scared in here. We have this little device. We're hoping it will allow you to speak with us, at least get some words across. Okay, so how this is going to work is I'm going to ask you a question, and then I'm going to turn it on and give you, 5 or 6 seconds to respond, and then I'm going to turn it off and answer another question. Okay? Can you tell me your name? Do you know what you're in here for? There's a dark, heavy presence in the cell. Were you here with a cellmate? What was his name? This is new, right? It's like maybe built in the 90s. You can see from the...
Were these the dark cells?
Are you afraid? Oh, that's a yes/no question. What are you afraid of in here? When did they say that they built the dark cells?
It was in the early 1900s. Well, yeah, it was in the early mid.
These are Boyd blocks, so I think they'd be a little newer. Maybe this was an extra space, like, wow, it's one couple extra.
I thought I saw a reflection there. It's the fire.
My lights have been, or my eyes have been playing tricks on me. Do you want to go sit in that intake cell?
Yeah. And we'll grab a REM pod.
I also got a weird feeling in that intake cell.
Where we did our interviews with.
Yeah. So I'm not sitting on the mold chair.
Just grabbing that.
Yell it out. Come on. You want us out of here, you gotta tell us. Exit. Exit. Female exit. Is there a woman here? Can you trust the wands to let us know? And you pointed at them now. Yeah, we got more people here.
Intake.
Do you hear him?
What? I think I heard Elliot.
Yeah. Is he down here?
You stop that?
Okay.
Let's see if you can light that up again. Why is this out of whack?
Where is he?
Sorry, I'm whispering.
So here we are in the intake cell. Man, you would have been scared here, right?
Yeah, let's see.
Come on. You want us out of here, you gotta tell us. Exit. Female exit. Is there a woman here? Can you trust the wands to let us know? And you pointed at them now. Yeah, we got more people here. Unless you say get out, I want to hear the man say get out. Let's go. Let's go. Leave.
Oh, that was good.
Leave.
Oh,
keep trying. I told you, I want to hear get out. Leave. Leave it now. I don't want to hear leave, I want to hear get out.
That was close.
Yeah, female, Dan. Who's this
Yeah.
female? Oh. How's it? I know all this stuff is probably new to you guys. No one's been in here to do this before. Just talk as loud as you can. We want to give you a voice. We want you to be heard. So speak. Alright, well we're gonna move on because we got a big jail to explore, but I guess we'll be welcome here later, right?
It's okay to be scared. Just let us know what you were feeling when you came through here.
That was not me. That was not me.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
It came from your direction.
I thought it came from your direction.
That's kind of what we heard upstairs.
Yeah.
I'm still not convinced it's not
Well,
our stomach.
I'm so focused on.
Tell them this demon light. Jeez.
It looks really cool.
Now I have no idea where I am.
Hmm?
We're going down that hallway.
This is the intake.
What brought you guys back down here?
Oh, we thought we'd come. We didn't realize you guys were there, and I thought we'd come down and sit in here for a few minutes.
Like a different smell over here now.
Oh, I farted.
No, it's not that.
I'm sorry.
It's not that kind
I was all alone. No one was here.
That you know of.
That I know of.
The culprit.
Is that Tim Hortons?
The meal for 4
Smells,
Lots of Tim Hortons.
This is a lot, so copious on that.
smells different over here.
Look at this guy.
It's contagious.
It didn't smell like fart. It was like more like, I don't know, it's like...
Musty broccoli?
The broccoli soup?
No, I always have broccoli first. Oh,
That throws off a really cool light.
The red one.
Yeah.
not when it's right in your face.
That throws off a really cool light.
The red one.
Yeah.
Not when it's right in your face.
So how was it back there?
No, we thought we connected with John Lee a little bit through the dowsing rods, and then he kind of disappeared. And then we had one hit with the flux on the stairs, and then the rods indicated it was Mrs. Lee. And pretty much said there's nobody down here through the rods, right? But Rufus is here, and Rufus is a bad guy. Yeah, so the rods indicate that Rufus is not a nice man, and we shouldn't try to contact him.
We should.
And he's upstairs on the top floor on the left side. So not the right side where I thought was death row, but on the left
On
side.
the other side.
There's stuff with all the
you know, the decay, that room with extra decay.
Yeah. So that's what the rods
You have to be
indicated
more
for us, you know.
You know the room.
You have to
I'm
narrow
talking
that down.
I just wanted to start off with a little intuitive stuff just to see, just to kind of give us a lead to move into something. So maybe next up we can try to communicate with Rufus up on the left side of the top floor and go from there, see if that triggers anything. It was interesting that we got one hit on a foot though.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Was it yes or no?
Yeah, it was a green light.
So you asked a yes/no question.
No, it was we were asking who was on the stairs.
Yeah, and then trying to get a touch it, and then okay, then you could probably determine, you know.
And then through the wands it was, you know, Mrs. Lee. And Mrs. Lee took care of the women here, specifically Granny. And she didn't really give us a lead on where Granny is, but through the wands when we were talking to John Lee, indicated that Granny is here. But where is Granny? So we'll have to try to explore that. Because like I think the theme of this investigation is Granny, because it's such a sad story. 14 years of living here, you know, homeless, no one to take care of her, and not wanting to go to the poorhouse and wanting to die here in the jail. And she did. So,
In the jail or maybe in the governor's extra
maybe
rooms?
I'm thinking because she was very close to Mrs. Lee, it was probably up there.
She's older, she'd need more comfortable surroundings.
And we're trying to ask like where to go, and it kind of hinted at the 4th floor, but it wasn't very sure on the
It's
walls.
very non-committal, yes. Yeah, because I was thinking maybe she came down thinking that I needed an intake of some sort, right?
I do want to get some cat balls out, and I got them in the car, so I'm going to go pull those out.
Pull out the balls.
Yeah, pull out the balls.
Pull out the balls.
Just don't fart on them.
Probably fired on them.
Smells different to me.
You know we can't post that now.
I'll be in the picture.
Yeah, back that stays in.
That adds something. That's character. That's what we need.
We're real.
What innocent little fart
This isn't scripted.
is how it all began.